Hi dear fans, friends and subscribers, welcome to the cricket happening show today with your host Ram. And well, yesterday I was telling you that the match between New Zealand and West Indies was very well poised. It was going to be an exciting affair. Yes, it was. But one good thing that happened, it was definitely an exciting affair, no doubt about it. But look at what New Zealand did. Resuming at their overnight score, I told you that the pair of Brendan McCullum and Kane Williamson was the key. But in fact, West Indies tasted early success in the morning itself when Brendan McCullum was a goner. LBW bowled Kieron Pollard on his overnight score of 25 with 3 fours. It made the score 135 for 4. And in walked then Jimmy Neesham to replace Brendan McCullum and give company to Kane Williamson. Well, Jimmy Neesham, what he did is he precisely decided to adopt the same way of actually attacking the bowlers. He was striking the ball neatly down the ground. There was some very nimble footwork from Jimmy Neesham, and every time one sees Neesham, one is really impressed. He's young and he's really playing and also going in the right direction. And today, from a position of 135 for 4, when Brendan McCullum departed, it looked like it was looking like New Zealand were really struggling. But what a partnership there from for the 5th wicket between Kane Williamson and Jimmy Neesham. Kane Williamson, well, what he did is he was actually playing his strokes. As you know, Kane Williamson is such a classic player. He really loves to play his strokes, and that was what he was doing absolutely precisely. But Jimmy Neesham, as I said, hitting the ball down the ground well, using the feet well to the spinners, and probably West Indies would have been a bit surprised by the approach. But Jimmy Neesham had the same approach as you would remember in the first innings too. And that's what he precisely employed, and that was once again a success as Jimmy Neesham went on to make 51 runs of 67 balls with 3 fours and cracking 4 sixes of the spinners. And suddenly from New Zealand, when after losing McCullum, were looking a bit into a bit of a bother, suddenly things really sprung up for New Zealand with this partnership, which yielded I thought it was 91 runs that this partnership added, which was very valuable, and the score went on to 226. After that, Kieron Pollard came in. In fact, Jimmy Neesham was a victim of the bowling of Jason Holder for 51 with 3 fours and 4 sixes. But Kane Williamson was there at the crease, and that was the good thing for New Zealand. And that good thing really converted itself into a big thing. As what it did is Kane Williamson went on to notch up one more century. If I'm not wrong, it was his 7th Test century in a very short span of time. And Kane Williamson, in fact, looking good for a double century now. He was unbeaten on 161 at stumps with 22 boundaries. What a knock that was! And what Kane Williamson has definitely did here is he has taken New Zealand to a score of 331 for 7. Which means that they are 307 ahead after cutting up the 24 runs that the lead that the West Indies enjoy. And looking at that, now they are 307 runs ahead going on to the final day. And well, New Zealand are looking prettily placed. And what they could do is they could really declare tomorrow morning and set this target for West Indies. But definitely they will be wary of one thing, that West Indies have a lot of attacking blokes, and they probably would like to pull it on for another half an hour or 1 hour, and then probably tell West Indies to have a crack at it. Watling came in, and once Jimmy Neesham was gone, BJ Watling came in, and there was a sort of a drab affair because both the players, Watling and Kane Williamson, are ones who like to actually block the ball. But Kane Williamson definitely played some handsome strokes, as is his ability to play that. But BJ Watling was content at the crease, just nurdling the singles and just allowing the strike to Kane Williamson. But Kemar Roche came with the new ball and he picked up the wicket of BJ Watling by getting him caught for 29 with 1-4, which made the score 305 for 6. And after that, Tim Southee was a victim as he was caught and bowled by Jerome Taylor. His solitary reward for Jerome Taylor. He was gone for 7. And when stumps were drawn on the 4th day of the final test match here at the Bridgetown in Kensington Oval, Bridgetown in Barbados, the score read for New Zealand 331 for 7. Kane Williamson was not out on a princely 161 with 22 boundaries. Mark Craig was keeping him company, not out on 4 after cracking 1-4 cracking a solitary 4 in that knock of 4. And well, as I said, New Zealand can definitely dictate terms, but it all depends. One more thing that I would like to talk about is that today Kemar Roche became the 19th West Indian bowler to take 100 wickets in Test cricket when he actually scalped the wicket, got the scalp of BJ Watling. So he was definitely pumped up, and Kemar Roche today was the best bowler on show. He's been continuing his good work that he was doing. He also did very well in the first innings, as you would remember, and once again now he has an opportunity tomorrow to get a 5-wicket bag. But currently Kemar Roche had 19.1 overs, 4 maidens, 55 runs and 4 wickets to his name. Jerome Taylor 16 overs, 4 maidens, 54 runs and 1 wicket. Suleiman Ben was really dealt pretty well and severely, I thought, by Jimmy Neesham in particular and Kane Williamson. 26 overs, 1 maiden, 94 runs and no wicket. Jason Holder 10 overs, 2 maidens, 2 for 26, bowled well, I thought. And Shane Shillingford can't use his doosra because of the ICC still not really cleared him up as far as his doosra is concerned. Was really crippled, and that really showed on his bowling analysis. 18 overs, 2 maidens, 81 runs and no wicket. And I can only say that New Zealand can definitely dictate terms, but I have a feeling that it would be better for New Zealand to actually declare tomorrow morning, that is on the final day of the Test series, because what it would do is, because there is a sort of a forecast for rain tomorrow, so it would be, I have a feeling that Brendan McCullum, being such an attacking captain, would probably down the shutters. In fact, he might we might not be probably seeing New Zealand come out to bat, and West Indies will be set a target of 307. Well, the pitch, I wouldn't say there's not much going on as far as the pitch is concerned. Probably a bit of a variable bounce, but final day is always a bit tricky because there could be a lot of wear and tear and a lot of laps created where the spinners could capitalize. So it would be very, very interesting to see what is the approach of Brendan McCullum. I have a feeling that Brendan McCullum, knowing him as such an attacking captain, he would probably down the shutters, and he would tell West Indies to bat tomorrow and have a crack at 307. Well, West Indies definitely have all the weapons in their armory to do so. Chris Gayle in particular, we know what he did in the second Test match, where he just went hell for leather and really got West Indies to a victory pretty quickly. So Brendan McCullum definitely, I'm sure Brendan McCullum definitely respects and understands Chris Gayle's ability. And also they have other good players too. Darren Bravo can also be pretty aggressive at times. Dinesh Ramdin himself, the captain, is a very aggressive bloke. And it will be very, very interesting to see what is Brendan McCullum's ploy. But I think to give yourself a chance, if New Zealand wants to give themselves a chance, the declaration should come tomorrow morning itself. I don't think there should be any time wasted as far as this particular day is concerned, and one probably hopes to see West Indies coming in and batting tomorrow and having a crack at 307. What a match, what a day that is going to be on the final day of the Test series between New Zealand and West Indies at Kensington Oval, Bridgetown in Barbados. From here, let's have a look at some cricket news. Now, the cricket news is still coming in from West Indies, and the reason that it is coming from West Indies is that after the Test matches are over, 2 T20 matches are going to be played, and the T20 squad has been announced by the West Indies, and the T20 matches are going to be played at Windsor Park on July 5th and 6th. And the reason that I'm talking about that is that I think it's a sort of a surprise, because what they have done is they have actually the West Indies think tank or the cricket board has decided to give Chris Gayle some rest and have not included him in the 2020 internationals. But one good thing, even though one crowd puller is out, there is another crowd puller who is coming back after a knee injury, and he is Kieron Pollard. So Kieron Pollard, one is really looking forward to see him, and Kieron Pollard would be probably returning back. In fact, he has been named in the squad, so it's absolutely totally sure that Kieron Pollard. So Kieron Pollard has had one crowd puller, Gayle goes, but Kieron Pollard comes in, and the team reads Darren Sammy captain, Samuel Badri, Christopher Barnwell, Darren Bravo. Now there is no news about Dwayne Bravo. Dwayne Bravo is still injured and he does not find a place because of his injury. Sheldon Cottrell, Andre Fletcher, Sunil Narine, Kieron Pollard. So Sunil Narine will be seen after quite a long time. So that will be pretty interesting to watch, because he decided to prolong his stay in India for the Indian Premier League, and the West Indies Cricket Board served him, told him that he won't be considered, and that was precisely the case. But now Sunil Narine has been included in T20 matches, and for Sunil Narine T20 his great cup of tea, I would say. Kieron Pollard, Dinesh Ramadhan the wicket-keeper, Andre Russell the all-rounder, Krishna Santokhi who bowled pretty impressively in the Indian Premier League too. He would be, and he has already proved himself that he can be a good T20 specialist bowler. And then the openers, Lendl Simmons and Dwayne Smith, who have been in some prolific form as far as the Indian Premier League 2014 was concerned. So they would like to recreate that form there on their home turf. And all in all, the T20 fixtures, as I said, between West Indies and New Zealand are going to be played at Rossouw at Windsor Park, and Darren Sammy would be the one who would be leading the West Indies squad. Well, dear fans and subscribers, I know this cricket happening show is a bit late, but as I said, still a lot of things are being ironed out as far as my home is concerned. So we have not started at full gear as yet. So, but I really make it a point to come to you, dear friends and subscribers, because you have been so loyal to this cricket show. Just wanted to thank you all for the support. Keep an eye tomorrow, time permitting. Let me see how things go here. If at all, I definitely find time. But tomorrow probably it will be a bit tough, but I'll definitely give it a shot. Probably if you don't see me tomorrow, as you know, Ram is always there on Cricket Happening Show to cover the cricketing events. So probably if you don't see me tomorrow, yes, you can definitely see me probably on Tuesday. But again, I don't want to really give a commitment. Things have really not started in full gear as yet. There are a lot of things going on, so you'll have to bear with me, dear friends and subscribers. On this note, dear fans, friends, subscribers, your host Ram would like to leave the cricket show for today, and I will be seeing you as and when time permits. Until then, it's good night from your host Ram. Thank you.